Hello ladies and gentlemen, we are back again. My name is Anoxolo Nchangase. Welcome back to the channel. So as we all know that the season, the 2024-2025 season has been wrapped up. We are now heading to 2025-2026 season. So yesterday we had an award ceremony. We are going to look into that today. So some people are complaining about these awards. They say they were not well deserved to some players, but you know, everyone has their opinion. So without any further ado, let's just get straight into it. You know, I've written down some information here because I don't want to forget some of the things that I need to mention in this video. So in these categories, I'll mention players according to these categories. I'll start by the footballer of the season, which is Lucas Ribeiro Costa. Lucas Ribeiro Costa was nominated amongst Keletsomagaulwa and Relebohile Mofokeng. So he won that category, and you know, we want to look at some stats, you know, because some people have been complaining because I know Sundowns has not doesn't have a lot of fans, so some people were complaining about these awards. But if you look at the stats, Ribeiro Costa in all competition, he has 21 goals and 14 assists. You know, 21 goals and 14 assists. So if you look at Keletsomagaulwa has 4 goals and 11 assists in all competitions. You know, so you can see the difference. So Relebohile Mofokeng has 11 goals and 12 assists in all competitions. So you can kind of see the difference. I think for me, this one was well deserved. Okay, we're moving into the next one. Player of the season. It was Ribeiro Costa, Magaulwa, and Relebohile Mofokeng. And again, Ribeiro Costa wins this one. So let us look at the stats again. Okay, so according to what I have here, one may differ because the sources sometimes can miss here and there, but from the source that I got these stats from, okay, in the Betway Premiership, okay, he's the player of the season. Betway player of the season. So he has 16 goals and 9 assists. That's Ribeiro Costa. And then Keletsomagaulwa has 11 assists in the Betway Premiership. So you can see that he's slightly behind Ribeiro Costa. He's above him in terms of assists, but in terms of goals, he's behind Ribeiro Costa. Okay, Relebohile Mofokeng has 5 goals and 7 assists in the Betway Premiership. So you can see that again, this one is well deserved. Moving into the next one, coach of the season. Coach of the season is Miguel Cardoso. He was nominated alongside Steve Barker and Jose Rivero for Orlando Pirates. So let us look at the numbers here. I don't want you guys to say maybe some of these awards were not well deserved, but we want to check the stats. But you know, for me, this one, I feel like at least Ribeiro Costa, Coach Rivero was supposed to get something out of it, because if you look at Pirates season last season, they are MTN 8 winners. They came second in the Nedbank Cup, and then they were number 2 also in the league, and they collected 25 wins in all competitions. So if you look at those stats, you can see that Coach Rivero did a really good job in this team. But also Sundowns, it's just that Coach Miguel Cardoso got the team when the wheel was already rolling. You know, he just came when Sundowns had already won a couple of games, and then he joined the team. But you cannot say he didn't do well, because if he was a bad coach, Sundowns wouldn't end the season as number one. So Coach Cardoso played a final as well, the Carling Cup final, and also he won the league. So I think if you look at these two teams, they are almost the same in terms of stats, because Orlando Pirates played 2 finals. They played MTN 8, they played the Nedbank Cup, and also Mamelodi Sundowns, they won the league, and also they played the final of the Carling Black Label Cup. For this category, it's up to you how you look at it, because we cannot include CAF competitions here. We know Steve Barker, I don't know, I don't remember very well where he ended up in the CAF Confederation Cup. So Orlando Pirates also, they were knocked out in the semi-finals, and then Mamelodi Sundowns were knocked out in the finals. So we cannot include those tournaments. We are focusing on the PSL ones. So I think it's up to you how you see it, because both coaches did very well. Coach Cardoso and Coach Jose Rivero. We cannot include Steve Barker, because Stellenbosch were not doing as well as they were the previous season. So yeah, I think it's up to you how you see this one. And then we're moving into the next one. Top goal scorer. There's no debate on that one. There's no debate here. Ribeiro Costa again takes the third one. He has 16 goals in the league, so I think he deserved it. And then moving into the next one, young player of the season in the Betway Premiership, it's Relebohile Mofokeng. He was nominated alongside Malbongwe Khoza from Mamelodi Sundowns and Mohaung Khoza from Orlando Pirates. But I think Relebohile Mofokeng is just on another level. I think he deserved this one, at least because he couldn't get the player of the season. He couldn't get the footballer of the season. So I think those ones, Lucas Ribeiro Costa outlast everyone in those categories. So let's move into the next one. Midfielder of the season. The midfielder of the season is Makehleni Makaula. Yeah, you heard me right. Makehleni Makaula. So a lot of people here were complaining that what did he do? So I think in this category we cannot judge players on their stats, maybe in terms of goals and assists, because it's a different position. I think here you can judge maybe players on tackles and passes and everything. But I think for this one, I thought Tebogo Mokoena would be a perfect fit for this one. But also there's Marcelo Allende here, so it's up to you who you pick, But I think also the Pirates players deserve some credits, because they had a very, very good season last season. So I think this one is a bit controversial, but it's up to you who you pick, because all these players were outstanding last season. Some people said, I know Makehleni Makaula, didn't see him, but he managed to play the whole season, which means he was crucial for that Orlando Pirates team. But we also have players like Marcelo Allende who would play the whole season and they will give you a 10 out of 10. And Tebogo Mokoena is like that as well. So I think for this one, it's up to you who you decide to pick. So defender of the season is Nkosinathi Sibisi. Nkosinathi Sibisi from Orlando Pirates again. I think Nkosinathi Sibisi deserves this one. Nkosinathi Sibisi was outstanding last season. If you talk about defenders in South Africa, I know he was nominated alongside Thabo Mloisane, Krankekana. I know those are good players as well, but Nkosinathi Sibisi was just outstanding. If you saw Nkosinathi Sibisi last season, if you watched Bafana Bafana, if you watched Orlando Pirates, you would agree that he deserved this one because he was outstanding. Like every time when you watched Orlando Pirates play, or when you watched Bafana Bafana play, you would see his impact on the game. He was so brilliant. He wasn't shaking a mover. He was just solid. That's why you could even see a player like Mbogazi, when he came in, it was easy for him because the leadership of CBC in that backline was so crucial for him to gain confidence and become the player that he is right now. So I think that's one we cannot debate about it. He deserved it. Yeah. We are now moving into the defender. We are now moving to the goalkeeper of the season, which is Sipho Chain. Yeah, you heard me right. Sipho Chain is the goalkeeper of the season. Sipho Chain is the goalkeeper of the season. Let's look at some numbers here. According to some sources here, they say he has 11 clean sheets, and some sources say he has 10 clean sheets. I don't know. I didn't count, but I'm just giving you what I have here. So if you have the correct figures, you can write down in the comment section. Oh, by the way, don't forget to subscribe, guys. So 11 clean sheets in 25 games. Let's just say 11, but they say 10. Some sources say 10, so let's just say 11 because some said 11 clean sheets in 25 games. Also, Ronwen Williams, 11 clean sheets in 17 games. Some sources say 11 clean sheets in 16 games. So I don't know which one is correct. So you guys can correct me again down in the comment section. And then Elvis Chipezeze, 11 clean sheets in 27 matches. So I think the problem here maybe for Ronwen Williams is that he didn't start the season with the Mamelodi Sundowns team. I'm not sure if... Yeah, I don't know. But I think the problem is that he played lesser games than Sipho Chain. But if you look at their numbers are evenly balanced. They all have the same amount of clean sheets, the same number of clean sheets the whole season, even though Ronwen Williams had some time off because he was injured. So I think it's also again a questionable one, but you could say that Sipho Chain deserves it at least because he played the whole season, like he contributed in the team the whole season. Because even though they may have the same number of clean sheets, but you can find that Sipho Chain made some good saves, maybe that led Pirates to winning some games, even though they were not able to keep it a clean sheet, you know. I don't know if you get me, but yeah, that's it. Okay, moving to the player of the tournament in the Nedbank Cup. It's Pule Modi. He was nominated alongside his teammates, which were Sereno and Inacio Miguel. So I think for this one we can also say Pule Modi deserves it because he scored 4 goals in that tournament. So we know a cup game you cannot score so many goals, but you can be a top scorer with only 3 goals. So I think scoring 4 goals, yeah, he deserves it. Moving into the next one, Nedbank Cup again, most promising player, Mbekezeli Mbogazi. Yeah, Mbekezeli Mbogazi was nominated alongside Mofokeng and Kota. But if you look at it, you know, Mofokeng has been there last season. I think a couple of seasons ago he was there. He was promising, and now he has proven himself that he's a good player. And also Kota, because I think it was his second season, if I'm not mistaken. So for Mbogazi to come in that team, because to come into a team like Orlando Pirates, the team that plays ball like that, it's not so easy to come and fit in like a glove like he did, So I think this one is well deserved again, because Mbeze Mbogazi has been outstanding. He even earned the national team call-up because of his performances at Orlando Pirates. So I think he's the most promising player. Moving into the next one, Carling Knockout, a player of the tournament. Okay, so this one is a little bit trickier. I don't know which criteria they used here. I don't know if maybe the competition was just not so good, because if you look at the players that were nominated alongside Chipezeze, who is the winner of this category, it's Edmo Chirambadare from Marques FC and Ikram Reyners. So I don't know which criteria they use here. I don't know, because Ikram Reyners scored 4 goals, and then Chindabadare, I don't even know how to call his name. Yeah, Chirambadare from Marques scored 1 goal, and then Chipezeze has 2 clean sheets in 4 games. But I think the role of Chipezeze was so crucial in that team, because if you look at Chipezeze, if you look at the games that he played, he might have contributed like tremendously in them winning this trophy, because you cannot judge them by those 2 clean sheets and say no, he doesn't deserve it. What if in those 2 clean sheets he managed to save about 10 goals? That's outstanding performance. That is so outstanding. So we cannot say he doesn't deserve it. But also Ikram Reyners, I think he was almost there. If Chipezeze was not excellent the way he was, because if you watched that game, I think against Mamelodi Sundowns, you could see that Chipezeze was outstanding, especially to play very well in a final like that. Something else. And Marques were underdogs in that game, so I think you can look at it in many different aspects. So we are moving into the last one now. Please guys, don't forget to subscribe, please. We're building this channel. As you can see, we still have as of recording this one, I think we still have 6 subscribers. Can you help us maybe get 20 subscribers by the end of this week? Please. Okay, so we're moving into the last one, which is the MTN 8 last man standing, and that's one Relebohile Mofokeng took away again. So I think he deserves this one again, because if you look at the people he was nominated with, it was Dion Khoto and Fawaz Basadin. So I think Fawaz Basadin was also amazing. It's just that they didn't win this one. If maybe Stellenbosch won this one, Fawaz Basadin was going to be the last man standing, because if you look at their numbers, Relebohile Mofokeng has 2 goals and 2 assists. Dion Khoto has 1 goal, and then Fawaz Basadin has 2 goals and 3 assists. I think the reason why Relebohile Mofokeng won this one is that they won the cup. I think that's the only reason, because if you look at Fawaz Basadin's numbers, his goal contribution 5 goals, and Relebohile Mofokeng has 4 goal contribution. So I don't know, but I think the advantage for Mofokeng was that they won this cup. So yeah, I think that's it. So you guys can let me know which player deserved to win something and they didn't win, and why, because we are open to chat with you in the comment section. So it's up to you guys. Please don't forget to subscribe and always like the video so that we can reach more audience. If you like my content, please make sure you subscribe, guys, because I'm going to be uploading almost every week because of our season is back again. So on Saturday, Orlando Pirates is playing, so we are going to be covering that one again. So next week it's an official opening of the Betway Premiership. So you guys, please stay tuned and make sure you like our videos and share it with your friends. So yeah, I thank you very much for your time if you managed to watch the video until this time. For me, it's a bye.